So, hello everyone. Welcome to my little gold guide or progression guide, however you want to call it. Before we start, I want to say a little disclaimer. This guide is mostly for beginners. If you're already into the game, maybe you get some new ways to farm gold here, but most likely not. I'm not sure. And yeah, one other thing to say, please note that everything you do in this game is more efficient with more characters. So if you do raids with one character, it's obviously less worth than if you do it with 3 or something like this. Yeah, let's get into the video. Have fun. So you want to know first, there are different ways to make money in this game. Or gold. Let's say gold. First thing you can do is just cash. Easy. Not much to say there. Yeah. Just spend some money. If you want to. If you don't want to, there's a lot of other ways to get some gold. So I would not recommend it. Because, yeah. You know, if you cash, you don't really play the game. You just, yeah. I think you know what I want to say. The second way is, of course, you can trade, but I'm not into that, so I can't really tell you much about it. I think it's just buy cheap, sell for more, basically. I don't know. You have to ask other people for that. And the third way, and that's what we do, or I do, is farm. Farming, raiding, whatever. And this is what this video is about. Yeah. So the first thing you want to know, or activities you want to do, are like things you can always do. It doesn't matter which level or whatever. First you want to do instant combats, of course, as many characters as you can. Then you want to do rainbow battles, and there's goes as well, as many as you can. And what you want to do is Arena of Talents, because you level through it and you get a lot of gold. Yeah. To start the game, I recommend starting with more characters directly, because you don't have to do it all over again then. And you can level your solo raid teams or your buff characters with Arena of Talents too. You should do that once you can clear Act 3, and you can level your alts to level 30 there, and then you just do Arena of Talents with them. And then it takes only like 1 month every day to get them to level 80, which is perfectly fine in my opinion. You can just do other things, farm some gold with other ways while that's happening, and after a month you have your first Glaze and a Draco team, for example. Yeah. And besides the things you always do that give you safe money, safe gold, you can also gamble, of course, in this game. A lot. This is it's like high risk, high reward thing, you know? Either you get lucky, make a lot of money with it, or decent money, or you just go broke and lose all your money. That's how gambling works, I guess. Some or all examples for this are you can bet equipment. Classic. If you get good equipment, you get a shit ton of money if it's really good, especially with PvP stuff. Yeah. Then you can just up as specialist cards. It's also, I don't know. I think you need the event for it to make it worth. But if you get lucky, as I said, you can make money with that. Then you have SP Perfection, which you can also get good money or not so good, lose money, like, hard to say. You can also open boxes, great boxes. That's almost always pretty good, but if you are unlucky, you can also lose money. And you can try to combine resistances to some 5 or 6. And yeah, that's 50-50 chance. Can work, or you make also big losses. All high risk, high reward, but you can do it if you want to, or you can try it. Let's say it like that. So what you want to do first is just do the main quest. For the ideal result, you want to take 3 characters directly for the main quest. Yeah, it gives you everything: gold, progression, a little bit equip, resistances at level, I think 45 for free, which are pretty good for the start. Yeah. And while you do that, you farm low level mats for the raids from Act 1, 2, 3, I think. Those you can just craft with those stones you see over there and sell. Easy money. You can target farm those, or you just use those that you get while you do the main quest. What you can also do is SP1, SP2 or SP3. Just do the quest. You can do SP1 at 35, SP2 at 45, and SP3 at 55. SP1 and SP2 are not really to sell, just for you, more or less. And SP3 you can also sell pretty good, I think. Depends on the class. You need to just look in the bazaar and see if it's worth. Another tip: for every quest or everything you want to know, basically, you can use nosupkeep.com. Sorry. There's basically everything listed. The next level section, if you want to call it like that, is level 60 to 80. Yeah, you should still do the main quest, still do the thing with the seals. And what you can start doing with level 60 is farm ice flowers in Act 4. And while you do that, you can also kill the mobs there to get ice cubes, which you can use for clay seals or just sell them at first. It's pretty good. Sometimes it's hard to farm the ice flowers because in Act 4 is PvP. But if you do it at the right times, it's fine, I think. What you also can do is group TS, the party TS, from 35 to 50, 45, yeah. With the other stone, the party time space stone, you can see up there. That's giving you Gillian stones, which are pretty worth, depending on the server. You need to see. Yeah. And once you reach level 37, 73, you can do the time space for, I think it's like 60k if you kill all monsters in there in like 5 minutes, I think. For the start, it's pretty good, and if you do it with 3 characters, it's even better. And you can start doing SP4. Those are generally worth selling, besides maybe Mage. So the Dark Gunner, not really, but You have to once look again in the bazaar, and you should see if it's worth or not. We get to level 80 to champion level 10. So you start champion leveling here in this section. From level 80 you go Land of Death until you are 85. And then you start leveling in Hell Ruin 2. That's the best map for leveling to champion level 10. You can also use all other maps in Act 6, but I have the best experience there, so I recommend it. If you're not able to solo level there, you just search for a group. Yeah. And then you can also start with Glaze and Draco raids. Not solo at this point, but you can just go channel 1 and hope that there are still some people doing them there, because I think most of the players doing them solo, but yeah, maybe you get lucky. And what you can also do mini games. You can already do them at level 50, but you need 85,000 reputation for it. So I wouldn't really think you have that at level 50. So maybe if you have it, start earlier. If you don't have it at level 80, start later. Depends. Mini games you want to do for the best result at your own game. So you have another character with the mini game in his mini land, and you play with your other character at this game. So you get a double reward. But for the start, it's also fine to just go channel 1, go in someone's mini land and play there. And there are also people that pay you to play. So you can see speakers where people search for other people, play the mini games and get like, I don't know, 300k or something. I'm not sure, but that's also a way to go. Then you can also level EXP ferries. Just buy the ferry and EXP it to level 80 at peace. There are some things you can do there, like with automatic partner skills and stuff, and then it's pretty easy. I really didn't do that, so, but there are some videos on YouTube you can watch on how exactly it works. And once per month you can also do the martial artist quest. Once you level 80 you can create martial artists, and the quest line for SP1 and 2 on the martial artists are pretty much very easy and give you a lot of gold. I think it's like 3 or 4 million per character, and to do it with 3 characters at once, it's 3 gold basically. You can only do this once per month, since you can only create a martial artist, delete it, and then you need to wait 1 month to create this one for new on this account. Pretty easy, pretty good, I think. What you also should do is start doing the lifestyle SPs. The quests you can start at level 80 and do the chef, the angler, and the pet trainer. Chef and angler also gives you money. You can farm the mats for the chef SP. Also you can find a NosTale key where you want to farm the stuff. And the angler gives you fishes you can sell in bazaar, and perfection stones that you can sell on events for good money. One last thing you can do is also the Caligo raid in Act 4, but that's only 4 times a week, on Saturday and Sunday. Every day 2 times. But there you can get the Fernon seal, which is like, yeah, it depends on the server, the price. On my server it's like 1.5 million for 5 minutes of Caligor or something like this. If you are too low to do damage on the Caligor, you just can stand on the start point and heal or buff with your character. It's the easiest way is to just stand there with Holy Mage or with the healing aura from Mage and just get points by that. And then you get a free seal. That's also pretty good money for this level. Then we get from champion level 10 to champion level 30. At this point you should look to do the Act 7 quest to unlock the Act 7 dailies, which are pretty worth. Yeah, this should be your main focus, I think, because through the quest you also level a lot. You get a lot of hero XP from that. Yeah, and besides that, you should just level in Act 7 on Polluted Path. Is the best map, I think, from my experience. You can also skip the hero level 10 equip if you want to. You need to try if the equip you have is enough to level there. If not, you should upgrade it or maybe switch to C10, but usually you can skip it and just go for C25 equip later and save money because it doesn't really take too long and you don't need to change equip so much. Yeah. And once you have the Act 7 quest completed, you do the Act 7 dailies for the seals of Kirola, Kano and Belial. Those are worth getting the seals. And for obsidians and other tattoo materials. Depending again on which server you are, you need to look which ones are worth or not worth and go from there. Yeah. Also you can farm Act 7 books, the passive books, if you're strong enough. The map to farm them is not the easiest, but it's doable. And you can farm the Act 6 books, passive books. You also need them for yourself, and you can sell them pretty good. You can farm them from those mobs over there. You can see it there. Yeah. It's pretty easy, I think. You can get some people together or farm them by yourself with more characters, and it's also good money. And you really need those books. As same goes for the Act 7 books. You really need those for progression and yeah. And once you reach C25, you can start doing solo Glaze and Draco. If your equip is good enough for that, most likely you want to do them with another person there at this point. And yeah. Or you just keep doing them on channel 1. If you don't have the level 80 characters to fill the team in yet. Depends on how fast you level. And yeah, if you take 1 month for this to 25, then you already have the characters through Arena of Talents. Otherwise you just skip this point and start doing solo or duo Glaze and Draco later. Of course you can also farm Irenia and Xena seals, but that's a little bit risky because the time space are PvP events and some people, you know, won't leave you alive. So, but that's also a way to some gold. Then you're gonna reach C30, and with C30 you really want to do, if you want to keep leveling, you want to do a Land of Living every day. The 2 hours you can do, because you get so much XP there, it's not even comparable to normal maps. Yeah. And then you just keep leveling. Maybe you can offer boosts for other players while you level. depends if people want to or not. You can just speaker, and yeah, if you find someone who wants to get boosted, you can get some money there while you level. And that's pretty good. And while you level, you can C25 and C28 equip. You can use that until you level champion level 60 or 65, depending on how you want to go. C60 if you want to stay at C60, I think. And if you want to go to C80, you can go straight for 65 equip. Yeah, so you don't need to waste on lower equip again. One good tip for healing, or if you want to call it like that, are the C45 weapons. The sword and the staff for swordsman and mage, and for archer you have the dagger. Those can be a little bit expensive, but they heal you like crazy, and you can just skip, press one button, attack once, proc the effect, and switch to your main weapon again. And then you heal for, I think, 8 seconds or something like this. And it's pretty good. Yeah. If you level, you can also level your alts on the side for later solo raids. Or you can start leveling a second main with your first main together. It's really like, yeah, you need to know what you want to do. If you want to be most efficient, you can level 3 characters at once to your desired level. If you want to, you can level 1 character and 2 alts. You really need to know how you want to approach it, I think. Doesn't really, yeah, it's your own choice. Then you can do the Ascobas IC if you level C30. I think it's hard to get the reward with C30, but you can try, because it's really huge XP, and if you get a high rare box at the end, like rare 8 or 7, those are worth a lot of money also. Yeah. You can also start raiding at this point, I think. Before that, it's really only Glaze and Draco, but at this point you can start for Channel 1, look for other raids, and just do them there. Yeah. Then you want to get the important gold bonuses, so you can get bonus gold if you drop, if you take a gold drop from the floor. You can get bonus gold by those things. You see those here, what you need. It's the illusionist head. Then you can get the pets, and you need gold bonus on your weapon, and you always need a tarot card, Fool, or that's the most common way. Yeah. What you also can get is gold bonus on your ferry, but that's hard to get. That's for late game, I think, in my opinion. If you happen to get one of those ferries, it's pretty good, but generally it's for the later game than for the end game to do this. So you're fine without the ferry and just the other things. Yeah. What you also can do is act 8 dailies at this point. Once you're level, I'm not sure. I think it's level 80 or no, it's level 60 for sure. No, it's C30. So you can do act 8 dailies at C30. You have to see if you can do them easily or if you need to wait until later levels. And the next thing, and that's, I'm not a big fan of it, but you can also do sealed vessels on like double drop events. But the problem with this is, in my opinion, you need to invest a long time before the event. So you basically, it's no event and you buy all the vessels for low money and wait until you have an event to open them and kill them and sell the stuff. But yeah, it can happen that the vessels stay in your inventory like 2 months or something. So yeah, you can do that, but I'm not a big fan. It's good money for sure when the event is there, but it's a long time investment, because you need a lot of vessels and you need to know if you want to do it like that. I think at this level you shouldn't do, or it's hard to get so much gold to invest it for this long time, but you can do it if you want to. Yeah. And once you reach C80, you should, you should already wait, but once you get there, you can also do Act 8 raids, and in channel lines or speed raids with other people. You can also do hardcore raids if you're bored. They're not really worth, but yeah, anything is better than just standing channel 1 and nothing, basically. So if you're just bored, you can do hardcore raids too. Maybe they get buffed soon. Who knows? I hope so, but let's see. Yeah, that's it for this part. And now we get to the late game. Alright, so you reach C80 and now you unlock Act 9 with C80. You should do the quest, I think, because the dailies are also worth. They got updated, I think, some weeks ago, and yeah, now there are some nice dailies for this. You can also check again in NosTale key which ones are good. And yeah, then you just level from C90 to 8, from 80 to 90 if you want to. Depends if you want to get C90 or just stay C80 forever. You need to know, but generally you can say you can really farm really good in Act 9. Some mats are really high price, and you just farm them. And if you farm them, you can just level, yeah. The good thing, if you level from C80 to 90, you can basically farm the mats for your equip at C90 and don't need to buy any mats for the transformation. Yeah. You can also do Land of Living from C80 to 90, 2 hours a day. If you happen to find some people that do that too. Because solo it's, not really nice. Then of course you can unlock the new raids, Pollutus and Armor. Those you can all just do channel 1 or with other teams. Easy doable with more characters than 1, so if you have the possibility to do them with 2 or more, just do it. You also need those raids for the tokens you get from the raids. There you can find resistances, and you need those for the new ferries, the drones, which are basically you want them for late game. Then one good thing in Act 9 are the ferry shard time spaces. For the ferry shards, you can just do them if you want to, because those are required for upgrading the ferries. Later, you can just farm them for yourself, farm them to sell them, and yeah, that's it basically. And then you start to reach C90 sometimes. Someday. And I think that's it. I think I should have covered it all. If you have any other things like other ideas to farm or other ways to farm gold or the stuff I said, just let me know, or let other people also know if you have some tips. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, my friends. Check out my Twitch stream. It's linked below. And yeah, have a nice day. Have fun farming. One little tip. You can find a document below the stream where everything is listed. I called in this video. Have fun.